All right, we're gonna hop right into it. What is day trading? Day trading, to break it down, I mean, bro, it's literally just buying and selling, bro. It's literally just buyers and sellers in the market. It's buying and selling a stock in the same day, basically. Like, it's just very fast paced, pretty much. Um, what else, bro? You have to develop a strategy to be able to understand all of this, bro. Like, it's a lot that goes into it. Um, what the hell else, bro? Like, I just want to do the surface level shit, dude. Like, I don't want to go into nothing crazy right now. You don't have to be right 100% of the time, dude. You do not have to be right 100% of the time. Um, you're gonna be wrong sometimes. That's just how it is. Um, yeah, you pretty much have to just like develop an edge, develop a strategy to be able to like put the odds in your favor because the odds are already stacked against you like a lot, dude. Like, bro, this shit is not your friend, bro. This shit literally, shit is not here to fuck around, like, at all, bro. At the fuck all, bro. Damn, bro. I don't even know, bro. I'm the worst fucking mentor ever. No, I'm just playing. Dude, you gotta be able to you gotta be able to rewire your brain so you can look at the losses and understand that it's part of the game. Like that's pretty much what you have to do. You have to shift your mind to be able to think in probabilities, pretty much. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, dude. You know, I just got my charts up right now. Just this is my 50K account. Without step. Bro, what the fuck? I don't even know what else to say about that because I just want to get into like the next step, like just the psychology and like the mentality part of it. You got to have a tough mentality. I mean, you gotta be mentally strong, mentally sharp. Like you cannot quit because if you quit, you fail. That's the only way that you fail, dude. Is if you quit. I'm telling you, you have to keep working at this. This is not a get rich overnight type of deal. Um, and that's it's kind of like a common misconception. I kind of think people kind of think that this shit's sweet, that this shit is like, you know, one hit wonder and shit. And it can be, but it's like realistically, if you know the right thing, bro, if you know what's good for you, bro, you're gonna want to get better at this, and you're gonna want to develop a real edge. You gotta be able to like teach people this shit too, bro. You gotta be able to understand it in a way to convey it to others. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, bro. Like I say, trading is simple, but it's not easy. It's simple but not easy. Like, I'll totally put it like that. And that's exactly why I'm making this fucking mentorship and stuff because, I mean, bro, it's free information. This is all the things that I wish I knew when I started. So it's just all this is market experience, bro. Everything that I'm talking about is stuff that really happened, stuff that I took notes on, stuff that I've actually went through in the market, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. I've been doing this for 2 years. For 2 years, bro. I've been doing this since 2023. Yeah, 2023, bro. So it's just been a real challenge, bro. And it's definitely not for the weak, bro. Definitely not for the weak. But you have to really shift your mindset, bro. Just really focus on shifting that mindset. And honestly, just practice, bro. Really just like practice. Practice. Like, go on and demo trade, dude. Demo trade, practice. This is literally just like shooting. It's just like shooting a basketball in a gym by yourself, just getting shots up. Literally, bro, just repetition, experience. You have to do a deep dive into this shit to really, you have to shed some blood to understand what's really going on out here. I mean, that's like, it's pretty simple for the most part. You have to really have a plan when you're going into the market too, bro. Really have a plan. Really set up a plan that makes sense for you, and what a good plan looks like, bro. A good plan, I'll even write it up here, bro. A good plan looks like understanding recession. Nah, I can't do that, bro. That's some fucking shitty bullshit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Understanding. This is basically just. I don't even feel like typing this shit either. I'm tweaking, bro. I don't want to type this shit either. I want to write this shit, bro. Understand your sessions. Like, understand what pairs you want. Like, what pairs. Stick to. I really, and this is everything that like I recommend for you to do. Like, just stick to like 1 to 3 pairs. Like, but really get good at these pairs. I'm talking about like trade these pairs for like 2 years. That's how long I've been trading my main 3 pairs for. Well, at least one of them, because I'm just now starting to trade futures. I traded gold for 2 years. So, just kind of stick to. It's okay if you have more than 3. You know, you're gonna have to just learn that lesson the hard way. But if you have too many pairs, things can get a little funky. And honestly, you can apply your strategy to any market. But if you want to be consistent with a couple good markets, like you know the back of your hand, then just stick to 1 to 3. That's just what I do personally. Like, I trade Nasdaq, gold, and S&P 500. That's really it. Especially since I'm trading on a funded account, those are the only 3 pairs that I'm really trading. Those are the 3 pairs that I've seen the most progression with. Why the fuck wouldn't I trade those fucking pairs? Like, what the hell? So, my thing is, just keep your pairs to a minimum. Simple as that. Keep your pairs to a minimum 1 to 3. Session times. Session times. What that looks like. I mean, well, we know New York is 9:30, right? New York is 9:30. The reason why I'm mentioning these times is because you have to understand when you want to get in the market, when you want to kind of do your market analysis, your pre-market analysis, I guess you could say. Just understand the time that the market opens, make your analysis prior to that, and trade for about. I typically don't like to be. I like to be out of a trade no later than 11:30 if I'm trading New York session. You know what I mean? Because I understand the kind of volatility that I want to get during that New York session, and I'm just trying to catch that volatility because it's a lot of volatility during New York session. I can even go back on the chart and show you guys a whole bunch of fucking volatility, a whole bunch of crazy moves in the charts and stuff like that. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, sessions. I mean, not sessions. Understand your pairs. Have 1 to 3. Understand the session times. The next one is you need to mark out your levels. Mark out your session highs and session lows. That's it. There's only 2 things that you're really worried about when you're really doing that. Session highs and session lows. Or any highs and any lows in general. It doesn't have to be just sessions. I just say sessions because I like to mark off my level when the market open and when the market close. You know what I mean? So, session highs, session lows, what that look like, I can show you. So, let's kind of go back here. Let's go down to the 15, right? And let's pay attention to the times on the bottom. Let's kind of go back. Session high. So we can see right here. I already see it right here. You can go right here and mark off this because I know that the market opens at 9:30. You can. It really doesn't matter like which candle you mark it on. It just matters like if it's within that time frame of New York session. So I would go right here. I would mark this. Right. I'll change the color so you can see. Right. I mark this. Right. I know that's a session high, or at least right here is a session high. Actually, we can do that. That's actually more accurate. That's the session high, right? And you see how price could not break above this level after it made this high. It just basically it's resting liquidity. But I'm gonna get to that later. I'm kind of jumping the gun there, but that's basically just liquidity. So I don't want to kind of veer off too much for like the people that's just starting to watch this or the people that's just starting out to be trading and stuff like that. I really want to make this simple. Let me backtrack a little bit. So yeah, just mark out session highs and then I go a couple hours later, blah 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 blah. I kind of like go right here. Boom, that's a low right here. So you see how pre-market open left a high, right? As soon as New York session started to kick, as soon as New York volatility started kicking in, you can see it right here. All of this is New York volatility, right? So that's what I pay attention to. Those are the trades that are going to do the most for your pockets. These are the most high quality trades that you can place, in my experience. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's catching these kind of moves during the session. Look, bro, this is literally only the session where I marked it off at is 9:15. Where I marked off the low, it's 11:30. 9, 10, 11. That's a 2-hour difference, right? Trading and catching a move like this within 2 hours is just as good as holding a trade for 2 days. I'm gonna be real with you. It's just as high quality as both. Catching a trade like this is up there in quality with holding a trade for 2 days, dude, or for a day and a half. Because I've held a trade for 2 days before. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've held a trade for 2 days, and they this way of trading. So basically, swing trading and scalping are really my bread and butter. Those are the only two things that I do. Those are the only two things that work for me, because I know I like to catch big moves over a long period of time and over a short period of time. The longest time being 2 days in my current experience. The shortest amount of time probably within 15 minutes to 3 hours. Any time between those two. So it's just about identifying certain things. Identifying levels, time, highs, and lows. Levels, times, highs, and lows. And then understand your pair. Now, obviously, if you just started trading this pair this week, you know what I mean? Let's say in your case, whoever's watching this video is, you're between the 1 and 6 month period, and you're just starting to trade a pair that you're kind of comfortable with. Let's say you like Euro USD, for example. That's the pair that I traded the most when I first started out. I started off with Forex. You know what I mean? I started off with Forex, and we can honestly take it back a little bit right here, so I can show you some of the shit that I used to trade. So it's already on my screen already. Look, Euro USD. This was my fucking bread and butter when I first started. This is really fucking dark. Let me change this. My bad, guys. Not my bad. Look. So here's the deal, right? So when I first started out trading, I was trading Forex, right? I'm gonna be real. Trading Forex. Wasn't trading futures and stocks and commodities and indexes, any of that shit, up until like my second year. At least a year and a half. I just didn't trade it at first. It took me some time to get out of the Forex phase and all that, because Forex was working out for me. Not in the way that you think. I didn't get rich from it, obviously, but I made my first $100. I made $500 off of it. I made $700 off of it. I've made a couple $100 off of Forex when I first initially started out, and it was great. I mean, it was really great, bro. Once you transition out of that, then you start making more. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like there's levels to this shit, and I had to learn that. I had to really learn that. And whenever you trade, when you first start off, stick with it for a little bit. Don't be afraid to kind of peek at other pairs to see what you like, but don't have a lot. Like, I shouldn't even have this much on my screen, but on this shit right there. But it is what it is. I'm experienced. I'm seasoned. I can analyze any pair and get in for anything. But I like to stick to a minimum of 3, just for organizational sake, bro. I mean, shit. Why would I be wanting to trade so many different pairs? It's already enough going on in one of my pairs. I'm probably not even trading the other 2 pairs 90% of the time because I'm focused on gold or I'm focused on NASDAQ. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just pick one, stick to one, understand it. You know what I mean? Just master it. That's all it is. Just master it and just get good. Just practice and just put in reps. And that's all it is. Like I do. Yeah, that's pretty much what that trading is. I guess mindset. Gotta be really resilient, honestly. Um, just be resilient, dude. Where the fuck is my notebook, bro? I'm sorry, y'all finna get all this shit, bro. Y'all finna see the whole. I'm not cutting nothing out, bro. I don't give a fuck. 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 I'm playing me trolling, bro. Let me stop trolling, man. How do I? Where am I got a whole bunch of notes. To like, I'm like this one trade, not like a psychologist, a trading psychologist. I'm trying to find it. I'm really trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Holy shit. You were born inside your head. Y'all gotta listen to Alex G, bro. Y'all gotta listen to Alex G. Y'all gotta listen to Alex G. Oh my mother. Let me find. Dude, where the fuck is that shit at? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I mean, where the fuck is that shit at, dog? Okay. Yeah. I think I explained a lot so far. I kind of want to make it. I want to break it up into like different pieces and shit. Like, I don't know. Did I explain that good enough for a beginner trader? Did I explain enough? Did I explain enough? What the fuck else does a beginner trader need to know? I haven't done this in a while, bro. But y'all finna get it. This is y'all mentor, bro. This is literally, bro. I know so fucking much though, bro. I feel like I'm just like, I just don't do enough to dish it out. You know what I mean? Bro, what the hell else do I gotta fucking tell you? So like, questions to ask yourself. Questions to ask yourself. You gotta really ask yourself. You have to really be real with yourself. You gotta ask yourself a lot of questions in trading. Some of those questions, it's just, these questions are designed to organize yourself. The first one being, what are you trying to identify in the market, right? What are you trying to identify in the market? This is important, right? Because forget how everyone else looks at the market, right? It matters how you look at the market. It only matters how you perceive it. You know what I mean? You have to do everything on your own thinking. Don't listen to anybody else when it comes to like when it comes to understand what the market is doing, because you have to develop your own bias. Other people's opinions and other people's ways of trading is gonna taint your perception on the charts. You have to have tunnel vision. You have to really fucking focus and understand. Damn, I need to develop my own edge. I need to kind of make my own variation on how to fucking trade. You know what I mean? It's it's all market experience, bro. All this shit I'm saying is market experience, bro. That's all the fuck it is, bro. What confirmations do you need? What confirmation do you need in order to get in for a buy? Wait, what the fuck? What confirmation do you need to get in? Buy. Oh, what confirmation do you need to get in for a buy or sell? My bad. Fucking totally fucked that up. What confirmation do you need to get in for a buy or a sell? That just ties into confirmation bias. That just ties into having an edge. It ties into your strategy. It ties into all that stuff. Because you have to know what the market's doing. You have to be able to kind of predict in a way. I mean, it's really just a pattern. I kind of believe a lot of this shit is like just pattern recognition, dude. Repetition, bro. Repetition, dude. I mean, like, if you've been trading a pair for 2 years, dude, you've seen that fucking pair like grow up in a way. Like you spent a lot of time with this pair. You understand it. You know when it's in an uptrend. You know when it's in a downtrend. You know all these fucking things about it. That's why I say keep 1 to 3 pairs, so you can understand, so you can minimize how many pairs you're trading and just focus on 1 to 3. Keep it short. Keep it simple. You don't want to fucking overload your brain. That's the thing, dude. This shit, it's hard in both ways. It's hard because you make it hard, but it's hard because it's already hard, right? But what you don't want to do is make this shit harder than what it needs to be, or harder and than what it already is. This shit's already hard as fuck. The odds are already against you, right? All already against you, and you have to come up with a plan, come up with the strategy, build a fucking foundation for all this shit. That's really all you have to do. I mean, this is a fucking empire that you have to fucking build, dude. You're the king of this shit, dude. I mean, that's really what it is. How you, everything that you feed yourself matters when doing this shit, and you can really, especially with trading being so, like, you know, it's kind of, there's no guidance in it. It's easy to feed yourself too much information, or there's not much wrong information, I would say. I mean, like, I wouldn't say there's any wrong information about trading. I just don't think that would make sense. Like, it's probably like as far as definitions go, you know what I mean? But like, how someone reads the chart, it's not wrong. You can't really say it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a gray area, only because it's like, that's their way of seeing the chart and shit. So like, and I guess it's only like wrong or bad if like they're just not consistent. Like, if I have a different strategy than another person, but mine's consistent, his is consistent, we're both doing two different things, but we're both having similar consistency. We're both having some type of consistency. Now, it's going to be different statistics with both of us, but you know what I mean? If it works, it works. That's what I just say. If it works, it fucking works. I mean, shit. I'm probably gonna end up telling you guys like how to fucking read the chart and how to trade and shit. It's not wrong. None of this information I'm giving out is wrong, because all this shit is work. This shit is documented. This shit is, proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't be doing none of this shit if this shit didn't work. If, you know what I mean? I wasn't even here, like, bro, like, if this shit didn't work, I wouldn't be talking about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, that is pretty much it. I'm probably gonna cut this short, only because I feel like I like spoke on a lot of shit already, which is pretty good. So, I'm gonna make part 2 after this. Peace out.